Top 200 generic drugs. Essential list for pharmacy technician certification exams. Updated February 2026. For educational use, always verify with current official sources. Before we begin reviewing the drugs, their generic names, brand examples, classes, and primary indications. First, let's quickly learn the key abbreviations used throughout this video presentation. Abbreviations. HMG-CoA. 3-hydroxy-3-methylgluteryl coenzyme A is a critical metabolic intermediate in human biochemistry, serving as the precursor for cholesterol synthesis. 5-HT1B/1D receptor is 5-hydroxytryptamine receptor 1B. ACE. Angiotensin-converting enzyme. ADHD. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. ARB. Angiotensin receptor blockers. BPH. Benign prostatic hyperplasia. CCB. Calcium channel blockers. CKD. Chronic kidney disease. CNS. Central nervous system. COPD. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. COX-2. Cyclooxygenase 2 is an inducible enzyme that drives inflammation, pain, and fever by converting arachidonic acid into prostaglandins. While low in normal tissues, it is elevated during injury, cancer development, and inflammation. CV. Cardiovascular events. DMARDs. Disease-modifying antirheumatic drugs. DOAC. Direct oral anticoagulants. DPP-4. Dipeptidyl peptidase 4, also known as CD26, is an enzyme that breaks down incretin hormones, GLP-1 and GIP. DVT. Deep vein thrombosis. ED. Erectile dysfunction. GABA. Gamma-aminobutyric acid. GERD. Gastroesophageal reflux disease. GI. Gastrointestinal. GLP-1. Glucagon-like peptide 1. H2 receptor, histamine 2 receptor. HRT. Hormone replacement therapy. IBD is chronic inflammatory bowel disease or Crohn's disease. IBS. Irritable bowel syndrome. ICS. Inhaled corticosteroid. LABA. Long-acting beta-2 agonist. LAMA. Long-acting muscarinic antagonist. MI. Myocardial infarction. MS. Multiple sclerosis. NMDA. N-methyldiaspartate receptor is a crucial ionotropic glutamate receptor in the brain, playing a vital role in synaptic plasticity, learning, and memory formation. Overactivation, excitotoxicity, causes neuron damage in strokes and neurodegenerative diseases, Alzheimer's, epilepsy. Hypofunction is linked to schizophrenia and cognitive decline. NSAID. Nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. OCD. Is obsessive-compulsive disorder. OTC. Over-the-counter, non-prescription. PA. Pulmonary arterial hypertension. PDE5. Phosphodiesterase type 5 inhibitors. PE. Pulmonary embolism. PPI. Proton pump inhibitor. PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder. RA. Rheumatoid arthritis. RLS. Restless leg syndrome or Willis-Ekbom disease. RX. Prescription. SABA. Short-acting beta agonists. SAMA. Short-acting muscarinic antagonists. Schedule 2, C2, through Schedule 5, C5 potential for abuse, dependence. SGLT2. Sodium glucose cotransporter 2, a protein in the kidneys responsible for reabsorbing glucose back into the blood. SNRI. Serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors. SSRI. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. ST. Sexually transmitted infections. TCA. Tricyclic antidepressants. UTI. Urinary tract infection. Top 200 generic drugs. For PTCE, Pharmacy Technician Certification Exam, or ExCPT, exam for the certification of pharmacy technicians. Updated February 2026. Part 1 organized by therapeutic class. Cardiovascular medications, heart and blood pressure. Focus on suffixes like pril, ACE inhibitors, and sartan, ARBs. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 1. Atorvastatin. Lipitor. HMG-CoA reductase inhibitor, statin. 2. Lisinopril. Prinival, Zestril. ACE inhibitor. 3. Amlodipine. Norvasc. Calcium channel blocker. 4. Metoprolol. Lopressor, Toprol XL. Beta blocker. 5. Losartan. Cozar. Angiotensin II receptor blocker, ARB. 6. Rosuvastatin. Crestor. HMG-CoA reductase inhibitor, statin. 7. Furosemide. Lasix. Loop diuretic. 8. Hydrochlorothiazide. Microzide. Thiazide diuretic. 9. Carvedilol. Coreg. Beta blocker. 10. Spironolactone. Aldactone. Potassium-sparing diuretic. 11. Warfarin. Coumadin. Vitamin K antagonist, blood thinner. 12. Apixaban. Eliquis. Direct oral anticoagulant, DOAC. Central nervous system, psychiatric and neurological. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 13. Sertraline. Zoloft. SSRI, antidepressant. 14. Gabapentin. Neurontin. Anticonvulsant, neuropathic pain. 15. Sildenafil. Viagra. PDE5 inhibitor. 16. Escitalopram. Lexapro. SSRI, antidepressant. 17. Fluoxetine. Prozac. SSRI, antidepressant. 18. Trazodone. Deserel. Antidepressant, sleep aid. 19. Duloxetine. Cymbalta. SNRI, antidepressant. 20. Alprazolam. Xanax. Benzodiazepine, Schedule 4. 21. Zolpidem. Ambien. Sedative hypnotic, Schedule 4. 22. Quetiapine. Seroquel. Antipsychotic. Endocrine and metabolic, diabetes and hormones. Pay close attention to insulin types, rapid versus long-acting, and the recent rise of GLP-1 agonists like semaglutide. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 23. Metformin. Glucophage. Biguanide, diabetes. 24. Levothyroxine. Synthroid. Thyroid hormone. 25. Insulin glargine. Lantus, Basaglar. Long-acting insulin. 26. Semaglutide. Ozempic, Wegovy. GLP-1 receptor agonist. 27. Empagliflozin. Jardiance. SGLT2 inhibitor. 28. Glipizide. Glucotrol. Sulfonylurea. 29. Prednisone. Deltasone. Corticosteroid. Respiratory and anti-infectives. Antibiotics often have distinct suffixes like xylin, mycin, or floxin. Generic. Brand. Class. 30. Albuterol. Proair, Ventolin. Saba, bronchodilator. 31. Monteliacast. Singulair. Leukotriene modifier. 32. Amoxicillin. Amoxil. Penicillin antibiotic. 33. Azithromycin. Zithromax. Macrolide antibiotic. 34. Ciprofloxacin. Cipro. Fluoroquinolone antibiotic. 35. Fluticasone. Flonase. Nasal corticosteroid. Gastrointestinal, GERD and ulcers. Look for prazole, PPIs, and tidine, H2 blockers. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 36. Omeprazole. Prilosec. Proton pump inhibitor, PPI. 37. Pantoprazole. Protonix. Proton pump inhibitor, PPI. 38. Famotidine. Pepsid. H2 receptor antagonist. 39. Ondansetron. Zofran. Antiemetic. Pain management and inflammation, NSAIDs and opioids. Many of these are controlled substances. Pay attention to their DEA Schedule 2 through Schedule 4. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. DEA Schedule. 40. Ibuprofen. Advil, Motrin. NSAID. OTC/RX. 41. Naproxen. Aleve, Naproxen. NSAID. OTC/RX. 42. Meloxicam. Mobic. NSAID, arthritis. RX. 43. Diclofenac. Voltaren. NSAID. RX. 44. Celecoxib. Celebrex. COX-2 inhibitor. RX. 45. Tramadol. Ultram. Opioid-like analgesic. Schedule 4. 46. Hydrocodone plus APAP. Vicodin, Norco. Opioid combination. Schedule 2. 47. Oxycodone. OxyContin, Roxicodone. Opioid. Schedule 2. 48. Acetaminophen. Tylenol. Analgesic, antipyretic. OTC. Mental health and sleep, benzos and antipsychotics. These are high yield because of their specific side effects: drowsiness, dizziness. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. DEA Schedule. 49. Clonazepam. Klonopin. Benzodiazepine. Schedule 4. 50. Lorazepam. Ativan. Benzodiazepine. Schedule 4. 51. Diazepam. Valium. Benzodiazepine. Schedule 4. 52. Zolpidem. Ambien. Sedative hypnotic. Schedule 4. 53. Venlafaxine. Effexor. SNRI antidepressant. RX. 54. Paroxetine. Paxil. SSRI antidepressant. RX. 55. Amitriptyline. Elavil. Tricyclic antidepressant. RX. 56. Buspirone. Buspir. Anxiolytic, non-benzo. RX. 57. Aripiprazole. Abilify atypical. Antipsychotic. RX. Neurological and muscle relaxants. These are frequently tested for their indications, what they treat. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 58, cyclobenzaprine. Flexeril. Muscle relaxant. 59, tizanidine. Xanaflex. Muscle relaxant. 60, baclofen. Leorosol. Muscle relaxant. 61, topiramate. Topamax. Anticonvulsant, migraine. 62, lamotrigine. Lamictal. Anticonvulsant. 63, pregabalin. Lyrica. Anticonvulsant Schedule 5. 64, levetiracetam. Keppra. Anticonvulsant. Men's and women's health. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 65, tamsulosin. Flomax. Alpha blocker, BPH. 66, finasteride. Proscar 5-alpha reductase. Inhibitor. 67, estradiol. Estrase. Estrogen hormone. 68, ethinyl estradiol plus norethindrone. Loestrin, Junal. Oral contraceptive. Miscellaneous, vitamins and gout. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 69, potassium chloride. K-Dur, Chlorcon electrolyte supplement. 70, allopurinol. Xyloprim. Xanthine oxidase inhibitor, gout. 71, ergocalciferol. Vitamin D2. Vitamin supplement. 72, folic acid. Folvite. Vitamin B9. Anti-infectives, antibiotics and antivirals. Pharmacy techs must know these for the finish all of this medication auxiliary label. It is a bright yellow sticker applied to prescription bottles, particularly antibiotics. It ensures patient compliance by instructing them to complete the full course of treatment to prevent infection recurrence or resistance, rather than stopping when feeling better. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. Note. 73, doxycycline. Vibromycin. Tetracycline. Stay out of sun, photosensitivity. 74, cephalexin. Keflex. Cephalosporin. Check for penicillin allergy. 75, ciprofloxacin. Cipro. Fluoroquinolone. Suffix, floxin. 76, levofloxacin. Levaquin. Fluoroquinolone. Suffix, floxin. 77, nitrofurantoin. Macrobid. Urinary anti-infective. 4 UTIs. 78, sulfamethoxazole plus trimethoprim. Bactrim, Septra. Sulfa antibiotic. Suffix, azole but for bacteria. 79, fluconazole. Diflucan. Antifungal. For yeast infections. 80, valacyclovir. Valtrex. Antiviral. For herpes shingles. Respiratory and inhalers. These are unique because of their dosage forms, MDIs, elliptas, Respimats. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 81, fluticasone plus salmeterol. Advair. ICS plus LABA, maintenance. 82, budesonide plus formoterol. Symbicort ICS plus LABA, maintenance. 83, tiotropium. Spiriva. Lama, anticholinergic. 84, ipratropium plus albuterol. Combivent, duoneb. Salma plus Saba. 85, methylprednisolone. Medrol. Corticosteroid. 86. Hydroxyzine. Atarax, Visceral. Antihistamine, anxiety/itching. 87. Cetirizine. Zyrtec. Antihistamine, allergy. 88. Loratadine. Claritin. Antihistamine, allergy. Cardiovascular and blood, continued. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 89. Clopidogrel. Plavix. Antiplatelet. 90. Rivaroxaban. Xarelto. Anticoagulant, DOAC. 91. Atenolol. Tenormin. Beta blocker. 92. Propranolol. Inderal. Beta blocker. 93. Clonidine. Catapress. Alpha-2 agonist. 94. Hydralazine. Aprezoline. Vasodilator. 95. Valsartan. Diovan. IRB angiotensin receptor blocker. 96. Fenofibrate. Tricor. Antilipemic, fibrate. 97. Ezetimibe. Zetia. Cholesterol absorption inhibitor. 98. Pravastatin. Pravachol. Statin. ADHD and mental health, stimulants. Note, most of these are Schedule II, meaning no refills and high abuse potential. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. DEA schedule. 99. Amphetamine plus dextroamphetamine. Adderall. Stimulant, ADHD. Schedule II. 100. Methylphenidate. Concerta, Ritalin. Stimulant, ADHD. Schedule II. 101. Lisdexamfetamine. Vivint stimulant, ADHD. Schedule II. 102. Bupropion. Wellbutrin, Zyban. Antidepressant. RX. 103. Citalopram. Celexa. SSRI. RX. Endocrine, gout and eye care. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 104. Latanoprost. Xalatan. Prostaglandin, glaucoma. 105. Alendronate. Fosamax. Bisphosphonate, osteoporosis. 106. Sitagliptin. Januvia. DPP-4 inhibitor, diabetes. 107. Dapagliflozin. Farxiga. SGLT2 inhibitor, diabetes. 108. Glympuride. Amaryl. Sulfonylurea, diabetes. 109. Testosterone. Androgel. Hormone Schedule III. 110. Colchicine. Calcrese. Anti-gout. Vitamin supplements and GI, common. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 111. Cholecalciferol. Vitamin D3. Vitamin supplement. 112. Ferrous sulfate. Thiazole. Iron supplement. 113. Cyanocobalamin. Vitamin B12. Vitamin supplement. 114. Meclizine. Antivert, Dramamine. Antiemetic, vertigo. 115. Dicyclamine. Bentyl. Antispasmodic, ABS. 116. Polyethylene glycol. Miralax. Osmotic laxative. 117. Ranitidine star. Zantac. H2 blocker, historical/exam. Ranitidine was recalled and removed from the market by the FDA, starting in 2020, due to concerns about a contaminant called NDMA, which is a probable carcinogen. The new Zantac, The brand name Zantac is still on shelves, but it no longer contains ranitidine. It now contains famotidine, brand Zantac 360. 118 Lansoprazole. Prevacid. PPI. 119 Methocarbamol. Robaxin. Muscle relaxant. 120 Celecoxib. Celebrex. NSAID, COX-2 selective. Neurological and Alzheimer's. These are high yield for geriatric pharmacy questions. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 121 Donepezil. Aricept. Cholinesterase inhibitor, Alzheimer's. 122 Memantine. Namenda. NMDA receptor antagonist. 123 Sumatriptan. Imitrex. Triptan, migraine. 124 Ropinirole. Requip. Dopamine agonist, Parkinson's/RLS. 125 Benztropine. Cogentin. Anticholinergic, Parkinson's. Specialized anti-infectives and antivirals. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 126 Cefdinir. Omnicef. Cephalosporin antibiotic. 127 Metronidazole. Flagyl. Antibacterial/antiprotozoal. 128 Clindamycin. Cleocin. Lincosamide antibiotic. 129 Oseltamivir. Tamiflu. Antiviral, influenza. 130 Acyclovir. Zovirax antiviral. 131 Terbinafine. Lamisil. Antifungal. 132 Mupirocin. Bactroban. Topical antibiotic. Blood pressure and cardiovascular, complex. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 133 Olmesartan. Benicar. ARB. 134 Ramipril. Altase. ACE inhibitor. 135 Enalapril. Vasitec. ACE inhibitor. 136 Doxazosin. Cardura. Alpha-1 blocker. 137 Terazosin. Hytrin. Alpha-1 blocker. 138 Labetalol. Trandate. Beta blocker, alpha/beta. 139 Isosorbide mononitrate. Imder. Nitrate, vasodilator. 140 Digoxin. Lanoxin. Cardiac glycoside. 141 Nifedipine. Procardia. Calcium channel blocker. 142 Verapamil. Calin. Calcium channel blocker. Mental health and controlled substances Schedule 4. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. DEA Schedule. 143 Temazepam. Restoril. Benzodiazepine, sleep. Schedule 4. 144 Phentermine. Adipex P appetite suppressant. Schedule 4. 145 Carisoprodol. Soma. Muscle relaxant. Schedule 4. 146 Modafinil. Provigil. Wakefulness agent. Schedule 4. 147 Buprenorphine plus naloxone. Suboxone. Opioid dependence. Schedule 3. Diabetes and hormone management. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 148 Insulin aspart. Novolog. Rapid-acting insulin. 149, insulin Lispro. Humalog. Rapid-acting insulin. 150, insulin Detamir. Levemir. Long-acting insulin. 151, pioglitazone. Actose. Thiazolidinedione, TZD. 152, canagliflozin. Invokana. SGLT2 inhibitor. 153, liraglutide. Victoza. GLP-1 agonist. 154, progesterone. Prometrium. Hormone. 155, the thyroid, desiccated. Armour thyroid. Hormone, porcine. Gastrointestinal and miscellaneous. Generic name. Brand name. Drug class. 156, sucralfate. Carafate. GI coating agent. 157, linaclotide. Linzess. Guanylate cyclase C agonist. 158, lubiprostone. Amatiza. Chloride channel activator. 159, promethazine. Phenergan. Antiemetic/antihistamine. 160, dexlansoprazole. Dexilent. PPI. The 2026 must-knows, 161 to 200. 161, adalimumab. Humira. Biologic, RA, Crohn's. 162, varenicline. Chantix. Smoking cessation. 163, mirabegron. Myrbetriq. Overactive bladder. 164, sulfenacin. Vesicare. Overactive bladder. 165, oxybutynin. Ditropan. Overactive bladder. 166, tadalafil. Cialis. PDE5 inhibitor. 167, levonorgestrel. Plan B. Emergency contraceptive. 168, etonogestrel plus ethinyl estradiol. NuvaRing. Contraceptive ring. 169, methotrexate. Rumitrex. DMARD, arthritis, cancer. 170, hydroxychloroquine. Plaquenil. DMARD, lupus vare. 171, amlodipine plus benazepril. Lotrel. Combination, CCB, ACE. 172, lisinopril plus HCTZ. Zesteretic. Combination, ACE, diuretic. 173, losartan plus HCTZ. Hyzar. Combination, ARB, diuretic. 174, triamterene plus HCTZ. Diazide. Combination, diuretic. 175, sitagliptin plus metformin. Janumet. Combination, diabetes. 176, aripiprazole. Abilify. Antipsychotic. 177, risperidone. Risperdal. Antipsychotic. 178, olanzapine. Zyprexa. Antipsychotic. 179, lithium. Lithobid. Bipolar disorder. 180, martazepine. Remeron. Antidepressant. 181, desvenlafaxine. Pristic. SNRI antidepressant. 182, nortriptyline. Pamelor. TCA antidepressant. 183, fentanyl. Duragesic. Opioid transdermal schedule 2. 184, codeine plus APAP. Tylenol number 3. Narcotic combo schedule 3. 185, buprenorphine. Butrans. Opioid schedule 3. 186, butalbital plus APAP plus caffeine. Fioricet. Headache schedule varies by state. 187, raloxifene. Evista. Osteoporosis. 188, bisoprolol. Zabita. Beta blocker. 189, nebivolol. Bistolic. Beta blocker. 190, niacin. Neospan. Cholesterol. 191, omega-3 acid ethyl esters. Lovesa. Hypertriglyceridemia. 192, gemfibrozil. Lopid. Antilipemic. 193, metoclopramide. Reglan. GI motility. 194, chlorhexidine. Paradex. Medicated mouthwash. 195, lidocaine. Lidoderm. Topical anesthetic. 196, triamcinolone. Kenalog. Topical corticosteroid. 197, clobetasol. Timovate. High-potency corticosteroid. 198, nystatin. Mycostatin. Antifungal. 199, dexamethasone. Decadron. Corticosteroid. 200, potassium citrate. Uracil K. Urinary alkalinizer.